Okay, my name is Priyanka. In the last class, we were discussing a story. The story was titled Sea Adventures of Don Quixote. Quixote? Yes, Adventures of Don Quixote. Do you all remember the story now? Yes. Do you want to know what happened to the man? Yes, let's discuss it. Okay. So, tell me, what was the story is about? The story was about a man. His name was Mr. Quixote. Do you remember the name? Yes, his name was Mr. Quixote, who wanted to become a knight, or he wished, or his ambition was to become a knight. Who is a knight? What is the meaning of the word knight? Knight means protector, defender, or horseman. Okay, so the story is about a man. His name was Quixote, Mr. Quixote, and he wanted to become a knight. Then what did he do for that? Actually, what did he do for that? Yes, he started to read many adventurous stories about knights. Often he forgot to sleep, right? His habit was reading adventurous stories of knights, and often he forgot to sleep. He had many sleepless nights because of reading this type of books. Then what happened? He became muddle-headed. Lack of sleep made him muddle-headed. Muddle-headed means he started to say blundering, or he started to do foolishness. He started to think like a fool thing. Okay. So lack of sleep made him muddle-headed. Muddle-headed means he started to say blunderings and he started to do foolish things. He lost his mental health. He started to think like how a madman thinks. Okay, so he became like that, and one day this Mr. Quixote, he said to himself, actually he was a farmer. His job was farming, so he was a farmer. And that time one day he said, why should I always be a farmer? Why should I always be a farmer? I don't want to be a farmer anymore. Now I don't want to be a farmer anymore. I wish to become a what? Say, all of you say, yes. I wish to become a knight. I want to be a knight. So I must quit this job, farming, and I must be a knight. He thought to himself, and he had planned something to become a knight. What did he plan, that we are going to discuss in the next class. Next means this class we are going to discuss that. For that, all of you take your textbook. Take page number 41. We move on to the second paragraph. Okay, are you ready? Yes, very good. So now we move on to the second paragraph in page number 41. Okay. So he dressed up as a knight and decided to call himself Don Quixote. Okay, Don Quixote. We can say Don Quixote or Don Quixote. I shall ride my horse like a knight. He will carry me most gallantly. I will give him a high-sounding name. His name shall be Rosinante. In Latin, the word means previously a common horse. Everybody will understand that he is now no longer a common but very uncommon. So this man, Don Quixote, he dressed up, means he disguised as a knight. He put on the dresses of a knight, and what he did, he changed his name. he changed his name. What is his name, you know? He changed his name. He called himself Don Quixote or Don Quixote. Okay, he called himself Don Quixote, and he said that I shall riding my horse like a knight. So he had a horse also. Who is horse? Yes, an animal. Yes, he had a horse also. And he said, I shall ride my horse like a knight. You know that always knights are traveling, for traveling, knights are using horses. Okay, that is why they are called as horsemen also. So he said that I will ride my horse, and he will carry me most gallantly. I will be happy, and I will give him a high sounding name, and I will give my horse a beautiful name. A high sounding name means a proud name, a very good name. What is the name he gave to his horse, you know? It was Rosinate. What is the name? Rosinate. My horse's name is Rosinate, he proclaimed, or he said to himself. Then everybody will understand now the meaning of this word. The meaning of Rosinate means previously a common horse. That is the name of a common horse. Okay, Rosinate. One of the good name, and he is happy now, and he said everybody will understand that he is now no longer a common but very common, very uncommon. So he said that he is saying something alone. He is saying this all himself, to himself. Okay, he said that now my horse is not a common thing, it is an uncommon thing. Okay, so this is all about this paragraph. Now we move on to the next paragraph. But there is one thing missing, thought Don Quixote. Like all other knights, I must find a squire who will follow me on my journeys and look on while I fight like a hero. So now he is ready to be a knight. He became a knight. He dressed up like a knight, and he gave a beautiful name to his horse, and everything is ready. Now he is thinking like, I need a squire. Squire means a knight's assistant. An assistant. Squire means a knight's assistant. So now I need an assistant to assist me, to help me. All the knights have assistants. So I also need an assistant, he said. So he went to a poor laborer in the village called Sancho Panza. This man had a hard life, a lot of work and not much money. He was honest but simple. So he went to a poor laborer in the village called Sancho Panza. So he need an assistant now, and he is searching for an assistant. So from this man is belong to which place? Don Quixote or Don Quixote is belong to which place? Yes, he is from the province of La Mancha in Spain. So he went to the village and he was searching for an assistant. That time he found one man. He was a laborer. Means he was doing some works. He was maybe it can be farming or some other works. He was a coolie. Okay, he was a laborer, and he was a laborer in the village called Sancho Panza. His name was Sancho Panza. So what is the name of that man? Yes, Sancho Panza. This man had a hard life, a lot of work and not much money. He was honest but simple. So what is the speciality of this man? Sancho Panza, you know, he had a hard life. Means he had a very difficult life. He had no enough money. He had many things to do. He was doing some hard works. hard works, but he didn't get much money. He was a poor man. He was simple and honest. Honest means, you know what is the meaning of honest? Yes, being, it is one of the most important quality. Okay, being honest. So he was honest. He didn't say any lies. He don't like to say lies. He was sincere, he was honest, and he was simple. So this man, Don Quixote, selected an assistant. His name was Sancho Panza, who was a very poor man. Okay, now we move on to the next paragraph. Sancho Panza said, Don Quixote, I am a knight and I wish you to be my squire. I promise that one day everyone will be talking about your achievements. So Sancho Panza was ready to be the assistant of Don Quixote. So Don Quixote went to Sancho Panza's home and said to him, what did he say? Let us see. Sancho Panza, I am a knight and I wish you to be my squire. I promise that one day everyone will be talking about your achievements. So, for the first time they are meeting. Okay, for the first time they are meeting. And Don Quixote sent to Sancho Panza that, Sancho Panza, I am a, who I am? I am a knight. Okay, I am a knight and I want you as my squire. Or what is the meaning of squire? Assistant. So I am a knight and I want you as my assistant. Will you be my assistant? She's asking, will you be my assistant? If you do, if you be my assistant, if you are ready to be my assistant, I promise that one day everyone will be talking about your achievements. You will get more achievements. You will be successful. Everyone will be talking about you one day if you are ready to be my assistants. Okay. Did you understand? Okay, my dear children, now we move on to the next paragraph. Then what was the reply of Sancho Panza? Let us see that. Wonderful, my master, said Sancho happily. I will accompany you, said Sancho. I will also bring my donkey, for I cannot walk much. And he was ready, he was happy. By hearing this, Sancho Panza was happy. He was ready to be the assistant of Don Quixote. He said, wonderful, my master. I'm ready. I'm ready to be your assistant. I will accompany you. And I will also bring my donkey, for I cannot walk much. I will accompany you anywhere. If you want to go in some other places, I will be there with you. I am ready to be your companion or fellow or assistant. Okay. And one more thing, I will also bring my donkey, for I cannot walk much. I have very small problem. What is the problem, The problem is I can't walk more. Okay, I am not able to walk more, so I am always using my donkey because I have some other problems to walk. So I will bring my donkey, for I cannot walk much, he said. Don Quixote was puzzled. He had never read about any knight whose squire rode on a donkey. Yet he said, you may ride him until I present you with a horse. So, by hearing the words of Sancho Panza, Don Quixote became puzzled. Puzzled means he became confused. What this man is saying? He had never read about any knight whose squire rode on a donkey. So, knight's assistants or knight's squire is always riding on horses, not donkey. So what did Sancho Panza said? He said that I'm ready to ride. I have a donkey and I will be riding on that. So this man became confused. Then also he said, oh, okay, so it's not a problem. You can ride it and until I present you a new horse. I will give you a new horse and till that you can use your donkey for traveling. Okay. Now we move on to the next page. Very early the next morning, that knight and his squire set out on their travels. Don Quixote said, "Friend Sancho, you must know that it has always been the custom of knights to conquer islands and put their squires over them as governors. I shall keep up that good custom." So in the next morning, both of this people, means the Don Quixote and his squire Sancho Panza, they started a journey. Set out on their travels means they started a journey. Who? This man, Don Quixote and Sancho Panza. And Don Quixote said that, "Friend Sancho." Sancho, who is Sancho? His assistant. Okay. "Friend Sancho, you must know that it has always been the custom of knights to conquer island and put their squires over them as governors." So, Sancho, have you heard about the custom? Which custom? There is a custom. Custom means practice, a way. Okay. So, there is a custom. What is the custom? You know, it is the knights always conquer. The knights will conquer some islands, means some provinces or some regions, and they will appoint their squires or assistants as the governors of that place which they have conquered. Okay, so he said that I shall keep up that good custom. What is the meaning of that? I shall keep up that good custom. What is the meaning of that? I will conquer. He said, what is the meaning of this sentence, you know? He said that I will conquer many islands and I will appoint you as the governor of that place. So by hearing this, Sancho Panza became very much happy. Okay, he said, "Thank you, master," said Sancho Panza. Don Quixote felt that he was the most valiant knight in the world. So by hearing the words of Don Quixote, Sancho Panza became very much happy and he said thank to him. Okay, that time this man, Don Quixote, felt that he thought like, I am the most valiant. What is the meaning of valiant? Valiant means brave, courageous. Okay, he said to himself, he thought like, I am the most courageous or brave knight in the world. He thought. Who thought? This Don Quixote thought. So my dear children, now we wind up our class here. You please read the chapter 2 times. How many times you should read it? 2 times read the chapter, and we will be continuing in the next class. Till then, bye.